Let me see. So my CPU. Wow, my CPU is only being used up by 0.05%. Yeah. What? Uh. That's kind of hilarious. That imagine that's the mod that's causing a crash, but it's like, you know what though? It's so amazing that I don't even care. I'll take the crash. I'll take the I'll take the crashing. It's all good. It's in the name of this mod. Like it's all cool. Bruh. Mm. Well, not just that. You also gotta think those spawn in randomly. Those aren't like a set spawn. Animals are kind of like, oh, we got an idea where they're gonna be. You know. No, wait. No, 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 no. Isn't there that skeleton dragon at one point? That's what's gonna be, bro. It's just gonna be a skeleton dragon every single time. Legendary skeleton dragon. You should look at a mod real quick. It's called Divine Dragon Textures. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Check it out and see if you want to favorite it or something. Maybe later. I mean, it's a retexture, so it's nothing big. Divine Dragon. Yeah, Divine Dragon. Just look up Divine Dragon. Dude, it is sick, man. Like the Alduin retexture is so nice on it. Let me pull up my stream really quickly so I can have that on my phone. I should get the other monitor so I have my stream up on the other monitor, but DIVINE.
Team deathmatch.
Yeah.
You're representing the company.
INE.
Work clean, work fast.
You could just search that probably.
We've pulled ahead.
Artillery awaiting coordinates. Cruise missile ready for launch.
Oh shit. That's gonna be annoying for streaming because I have the mic really close to my face. That's it. That might be, yeah. Did it show like Alduin as like the cover picture? I'd say that's a high probability. I mean, yeah, why not? Well, now, first things first, let's see if just disabling one model fix it, right? And we'll try like the larger scale ones, so the Undead Revolution is gonna have to be the first one we try. What was the graphic overhaul? Doesn't that just redo the Grim Reaper though? Yeah, but it's not so much that it is small, it's that it like swaps out a whole bunch of shit. And also I think that could be one of the problems too. It's such a small mod but does so much. Like yeah, that that's like not a big deal in some cases, but you know, if it's an overhaul, so maybe there's some stuff missing that would stabilize it, you know? For example, like maybe there needs to be a script that runs it, like, you know, at X amount, like until you get to a certain point or something. Yeah. It's all in the name of science. Yeah, well, if that's not the crashing issue, then we could, you know, we'll find out it's not. If it's not, we can just re-enable it. Yeah, well, here's my theory, right? Imagine if we replaced like raiders and shit like that or something, or like yeah, bandits. If fucking you just like you walk out and there's a tower, right? And instead of fucking bandits, it's just a whole bunch of like undead, like Draugr and skeletons and shit. Oh man, if I had monetization, it'd be dead already. Yeah. Bruh. Well, I mean, it is Riverwood. They don't have any guards yet, so. I mean, to be fair, if it were the opposite way around, you would do the same thing. Well, yeah, but clearly he thought he could take you, so I mean. What? No, that was for when I was asleep. Well, yeah, but this is better. So I remember you had the issue with crashing before too, and that's why you actually stopped playing this. So yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, I kind of understand. Now, I wish there was like a way that they could do it to where you could have all the mods in one and disable them if you choose to, so that way, you know. Alright, you can re-enable that then, and then maybe... Yeah, so there's a few question ones, but we'll get to those later because it might not even be that. In fact, those for the most part could probably be where they are and just be fine. So my theory is maybe it's like, alright, so next I try extended encounters, just to disable that one. And the reason is because it changes just how the portal acts, right? So obviously all behavior mods do that, but that one changes it in such a way that, you know, it'd be more liable to cause crashes. That's what we're kind of gunning for here, to see which one could be causing a crash. Shitty, but I mean, cause here's the thing, yeah, it doesn't do it on its own, but in combination with other mods, it could dramatically change the way the game works. Especially like you apply that and like the movement mod where like everyone has like that, you know, say two people are battling or something, like a bandit or bandits and like guards are battling or something, and the game is like rendering it, right? And they're just rolling around and shit, and it's like it doesn't know how to handle it, you know? Like, alright, so take for example, like you have like 3 or 4 guards battling like a camp of bandits or something to like, you know, to stop them or whatever. And like these guys are just all dodge rolling and shit, you know? You know, just that's what I'm thinking could be the and then you just get the Cali and everything though. I know. You know, honestly, I just realized Skyrim could never have been made in today's age. Just because there's a part in the game where you literally fist fight a battle maiden. You fist fight a battle maiden. You fist fight a woman. Think about that. Sad but true. Yeah. I don't think you got what it takes to you fist fight her. Just gotta beat her ass. Oh my god, that would never fly. Because remember, the thing that got me is, well, number one, I was like, alright, well, maybe that mod is clashing with the Undead Revolution mod. But, see, then it crashed anyways, even when you don't have Undead Revolution active. I'm like, okay. So what if that mod's just generally clashing with the other stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm figuring maybe. That's what I'm figuring maybe it's just because remember, the game has to load per asset, right? And with random encounters, it has to load more assets. Because there's just more stuff happening in the world. And because you have so many other mods that affect world performance, you know, by itself, maybe it doesn't. But, I mean, you're also playing a game that's meant to run at 60 frames back on the 360, which it really didn't, to be fair. But, you know, like, if you compare it to even then, right? You like, go back and you play it on 360. There were some parts of the game where it would drop at, like, 10 frames, and, like, caves and shit like that, and it would feel really, like, bad, you know? So, you consider, like, and that's just because it has to load all the stuff inside the cave. It's kind of funny, because one of the places that I never really had a performance impact, ironically, was, what was that one place where it was, like, the cave with all the glowing, what were they called? They were like some kind of glowing plant, I can't remember what they were. Okay, so it's a mod that affects the city. Alright, well we know extended encounters makes it smooth out a lot when you disable that. I mean, well, I think that it might not be that, but for theory's sake, it might go at the bottom. I mean, you gotta remember, with the graphics mods you have already, they're not gonna look as bad, so there is that at least. You gotta remember, with the graphics overhaul, the cities aren't gonna look as bad anyways. Well, it touches the it's the overall textures of the game. Which one? Probably not. Just because the mods that like load after, unless they specifically say otherwise, they need a certain mod to rely on it, or like they have to go after a certain type of mod. Normally, that wouldn't be an impact, anyways. There is a possibility. Hang on. Ooh. What that tells me is that it does a few things that could clash, but see, that's what got me, because when you were reading through, I was like, wait a minute. But here's the thing. I think it's the JK's thing, because if that makes sense, right? If it's overhauling massive amounts of the cities, shit like that. Alright, you know what? Don't even disable JK's all-in-one. Just move that mod. Just move that mod down to the bottom of the load order. And we'll see what happens there. Yeah. So I'm thinking it sounds like those two are the ones clashing. But as I said, just try moving the literally just try moving the graphics overhaul all the way down. No, but see, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be if it can move all the way down. Because as long as it's not like the unofficial patch or something, it should be good. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff you have that redoes like certain things. I mean, worst comes to worst, that's probably the one you do out of all the other mods, right? So, you know, if that can't be used, then you just Alright. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It's just, you know, if it's causing, you know, issues with other mods, then obviously you gotta correct those. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, and the thing, there are like still 92 mods, right? So, I mean, we know that extended encounters was adding a lot of lag. Okay, so we know that that's one of the issues for performance. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking that the graphics overhaul could be the issue, is because of that, you know. Well, I mean, it said it here, think of this. It said it redoes hair. You have hair. It redoes like certain texture mods for like certain like little stuff that really is probably coupled with like fucking like 14 other mods you have, you know, minimum. So it's like. That's what I'm thinking. Things like that. No, yeah, I'm not saying those. I'm saying like the more like base game stuff, like the more like the more core stuff of the game, you know. I mean, yeah, but it did massively decrease lag when you took it off. So that's, I mean, obviously that's a big part of it. The ironic thing is, we had to just keep this in mind. That could have been a one-off crash. That might not even matter. But you know, we're gonna take it as if it wasn't. You know. I've had one-off crashes on PlayStation, and that doesn't even, you know, and I haven't really had anything that affects that. Alright. Let's just eliminate that now and see if that helps. Let's just say, alright, get out of here, you know? It's like you thought you had something. You thought you had something. You ain't on no PC, motherfucker. What you think this was? You thought you were gonna mod? You thought you were gonna mod? Nah. Not today. Sounds like Jug Bug or something. I mean, bro, PC limitations are not, you know, plus you have the Skyrim script extender. Easy. Mod games. You just wanna play mod games. I mean, oh yeah. No, and you gotta think, on top of that, bro, if I tried to run those mods on this PC, dude, honestly, me running mods would be a cakewalk at this thing. Well, the problem is that PC is going to be different anyways because of the script extender. So if something uses a script extender, it's going to naturally be ordered differently. Whereas on console, yeah, but they are ported from ones that will, though. You see what I'm saying? And that could be an issue. So it's not going to be directly. It's not going to be a direct, you know, one-to-one. Yeah, I read that. Well, you gotta remember how long ago we got those mods too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, those were made probably like 10 years ago, and then you get them like 5. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a 5-year gap on it. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, like, even for example, you know how like the God Rays update and everything came out. You know, Skyrim SE was a free upgrade for PC players. Because there's already a mod that made the game look like that. So we didn't need to have the original Skyrim because we already had a mod that made it Skyrim SE anyways. It never would have mattered. That's the thing about the next, like the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Unless they add new content, there's literally no point for PC to buy it again. Nah, not really. I mean, it's still not gonna look like PC. It's still gonna run way worse, so. No, look, you know what's gonna happen. We had that like 5 years ago, but no, what they're gonna do is they're gonna implement ray tracing. It's still gonna run at 30 FPS, and PC's just gonna laugh at console players because they have 30 FPS again. Ray tracing is real-time lighting and reflection, so if you look in a mirror, everything is reflected, not one way, so it doesn't render like per scene. It's just always rendered at 100. It's like rendered 100% of the time. So basically, you can look at a mirror from any angle, at any point, and it would always be rendered in like real time. It would never not be like an actual reflection. And it is a nice thing. Like if you look into water and you see the reflection coming out of water, it renders at any like from any focal point, anywhere. So you could so it'll actually render a proper reflection and a proper lighting of everything. You know, and ray traced water does look really nice. I won't lie, but in the same hand, like it does have such a significant graphical performance impact that's like, is it really worth it though? Yeah, now imagine that, but even when your back is turned to the mirror, say there's blood on the floor and the mirror's on the wall, your back can be turned to the mirror, and normally that mirror wouldn't be reflective through the blood. So if you could see the mirror through the blood, it wouldn't like reflect your reflection. But now with ray tracing, if you look in that blood and you see the mirror, it'll show your back turned to the mirror. That's how ray tracing works. Let's just hope it's not JK's. The bridge mod. Oh, that's that, you know. You shall crash. Yeah, I mean, that'll help. I mean, wait, are you going into Riverwood or Right Run? Now, it's got to render, so you can give it a second, you know? Don't try... Wait, are you going into if you're going into Riverwood or are you going to White Run? Oh, dude, turn around, walk backwards. Go into first person, turn around and walk backwards. Oh, it's probably gonna crash then, but... Oh, it's not looking good for JK's, man. Yeah, but remember, they keep updating shit, so it's not like it's not been updated since you last used it. It could be, man, you know? I think I might have one. I had one that actually was pretty nice, but it only did White Run. But I think that mod offer might have more. Oh yeah, because you have to wait until you choose a side. My man's gonna go through and invest $2,000 in a PC permanently so that we can have fucking modded Skyrim forever. I don't know about that, dude. Maybe parts, but look, you just have to buy them, okay? Like, even if I were willing to do that, that'd be a very, very long time away, okay? These parts are not gonna go bad for quite a while. I mean, I'd spend like I'm saying like $2,000, you get a pretty decently high-end PC. Gotta run your mods. I mean, you know, you'll never have an issue at least. You gotta consider space too. You know what I mean? You don't want to just get like a hard drive because hard drives are outdated and old. And, you want to get like an SSD, an NVMe SSD, and then another SSD for external stuff. Well, I think you know the next step, man. Now hold on. Hold on. One thing. Just a little theory, and let's just assume this is possible. Why don't you go ahead and disable the unofficial patch and then load in? Yeah, just curiosity's sake. This is I will tell you that I never used the unofficial patch. So, and I never really had a problem with crashing like that. So maybe, you know, just give it a go, and maybe, I mean, because if that fixes it, man, you know, you're really not having to sacrifice a whole lot at that point. I mean, you got a whole lot of script modifiers like that, behavioral mods, things like that change stuff. The unofficial patch, I mean, it might not like those too much, you know what I mean? So that's my, I'd say that's a good step in the process. Just see if that's the issue, you know. Obviously, we want to try to preserve JK's all-in-one, so. Well, we know that extended encounters was an issue because it obviously fixed a lot of your lag when you got rid of it. So we know that's that's causing something. Now here's the thing. That's a script mod. It's a behavioral mod. So what if, you know, no, it's fine, yeah. You know, one of the weird things is like the most problematic place when it came to mods was always Whiterun, and I have no idea why. Alright, listen, hear me out. First person, 180, walk backwards in. Because now, it sounds weird, but your game is only going to render what you're looking at in first person, and if you're... Is it like a game broke freeze, or... And then it froze. That's unlucky. Alright. There's a way you can break that dialogue. I don't remember how. I have an idea. Alright. So you got to the guards. This is gonna sound like a weird one. Disable JK's all in one. Try getting the city. If it lets you in the city, then save and then reload with the mod re-enabled. That way, it has to immediately load the city's assets. And then we'll just see if it lets you. If not, I'll just see if I can find you a city overhaul, which is. The game just can't handle it. It's like, pain. Your console's just over there in pain right now. Its laptop grade CPU can't handle it. Interview people, so I'm assuming. Guess you gotta call him back now, huh? Oh well. They'll call you back, it's important. Now, if you get into the city with no issue, you know that's the issue. So, like I said, we'll see if we could do the little trick where you could just re-enable once in the city, and then it might actually fix it up. Or if we need to just find you another one. But I did see a lot of them, so we'll. Oh, there you go. I have to take this control part again. Yeah. I mean, look, if you ain't got no lag, bro, I mean, that could... Bro, I waited for an hour and a half. I mean, that's just unprofessional at that point. Hey, look. Like, look, even if it's just a security job, you know. Alright. Well, those guys aren't normal guards, though. Those guys are like security guards, so those are different. Yeah, well, you gotta figure though, one of those guys, the other guy doesn't talk to you, does he? Well, yeah, but I mean, that could just be one of those stuff. To be fair, the guard armor replacer is by in effect. Oh yeah, but I mean, that's just a particular... like I said, I always had issues with Whiterun as like a place to load for some reason. I don't know why. What? What'd you say? Why? Well, that might have been the issue. He was just waiting there the whole time. What? Did he get killed? Who killed him, you or the Ebony Warrior? The Ebony Warrior will kill people. Well, I mean, we know there's a lot going on, clearly. So JK's all-in-one was crashing it, right? Okay. Now we have that information. You have a crash. That's a big one, you know, that's a big W, you know what I'm saying? That could just be a part of the mod, though. That might not replace all the guards, per se, though. Well, you never know. There could be some weird stuff going on. Well, you know, at least you're in the city. So next step would be to make don't overwrite your previous save, but make that a new save, and then see if we can figure out how to, you know, get that working. Yep. Yeah. So, my idea here is you re-enable JK's all-in-one, right? But put it at the bottom. Let's see if that changes anything. Just see if it has to load after anything else. Maybe, because I mean, obviously there's still mods that are affecting Whiterun, and well, I don't honestly know what they would be because that doesn't even make sense. Yeah. Where's the door to the cheat room? Cause I figure that might be in Whiterun. That makes sense. What, are you part of the Sigic? What? Oh, did you? Let me check.
Friendly targets.
Yep. So did someone else do that to you? Did you watch any of those kill cams? Alright, just watch the theater gameplay and tell me if there's any other fishy kills. I know that there's probably more though, right? So see if there's any other fishy kills. I feel like if he just knows where somebody's gonna be. And you know whether or not to touch it. Was he on PC? Wait, there's a scan repair? Have that could just be a game bug with theater or something if you're just in theater. I've never actually used theater, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so it's JK's. Let me.
You made that look easy.
Alright, well now we know, so let me
We've taken
peek
the
at
win.
Bethesda.net, see what we can get
Hardly
going
comes
here.
as a surprise.